What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
And I'm Chevy.
And a quick reminder, we have a Discord. Make sure to go down in the description box, click on our link, and go to the Discord and hang out and talk with us. We post a bunch of random shit. We talk pretty much all day. So, yeah. Join that. It will be fun. And another quick reminder, play Bloodborne and Ratchet & Clank, both offer free on PlayStation Plus. You can play those, come back at the end of this month for Plus Club, where we will be talking about our opinions of those games. Let us know yours. And our game of the month is Enter the Gungeon, top-down, roguelike, fucking bullet hell game. We'll be talking about that as well next week for Game of the Month. So play that and come back and let us know what you thought of it. So, yeah, we have 3 bits of news, all kind of smaller news. And if you're expecting something about God of War, stay tuned this week. We will most likely be watching something on that soon. But like I said, 3 bits of news. So let's get into it. First bit of news, as you probably already know, a very faithful adaptation of the PC game PUBG is now out on iOS and Android, called PUBG Mobile. It's been talked about for a while, and it has finally dropped in the United States and Canada. It supports 100 people, just like the original version, and it is free to download and play. Before I get into my own experience with it, what do we think about one of many Battle Royale games coming out for mobile now? Because we know that Fortnite is out for iOS now and will be coming to Android eventually. And PUBG has also released, and there is a shitload of copycats.
I noticed.
That are all over the Android Play Store at the very least. I played one of them. It's actually very impressive on its own. So, and then I played another one that was not so impressive. It pretty much like a shittier version of Counter-Strike in a small squared box. And there's like 12 people. I dropped in and they shot me and killed me.
All right.
So what do we think of that?
It's kind of crazy, to be honest, to think of playing a 100-player multiplayer game on a mobile device. It just shows how far cell phone technology has come and how far, I imagine, Unreal Engine has come. I'm not sure if that's what they're using in this or not, but
I think so.
Pretty much the primary engine they use for a lot of these nicer-looking games on there. But no, it's really neat. I'm glad they were able to keep it faithful. I watched you play it a little bit. It seems like it plays pretty well. And yeah, if you need a fix on the go, it looks like you got it.
Yeah, I actually did download this, played this, and I have to say it is very well done. It plays better than the Xbox One version, which is really sad. Looks great, especially if you have a phone that can run it. Plays really well for what it plays better than what you're going to expect, which is good. I've played probably like 5 or 6 matches, done pretty well. This last match I just played about like 5 minutes before we started recording. I got like 6 kills, made it to like 8th rank or whatever. And I enjoyed it. It's awesome. I think it's amazing that we can get this quality of game on a phone now. Having access to the full map, vehicles, 99 other people that I'm playing against, all these weapons and places to explore. I mean, you're literally getting the full experience outside of controls.
Yeah.
But it does really well. I can't wait to try Fortnite, but if this is going to start being a trend of kind of porting over popular games from PC onto phone this quickly and this well, I welcome it. I think it's fucking awesome. I can't believe they released it for free.
I can't either.
Yeah, I was looking at it, I'm like, this is the full experience, except for it's on phone. It's got controller support too, so if you want to really fuck people over, you could use a Bluetooth controller with your phone. But yeah, I've played it. I really like it a lot. I think it's really cool. And I suggest people who are into PUBG, I almost think it's a must if your phone can run it. I mean, it plays really well, and it is PUBG. So I really like it. And like I said, I want to see more games do this if they can do it this well.
Yeah.
I don't want to see people rush to phone if they're not going to be able to pull it off like this. I don't know how they did this.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I know, God, who was it? There's a company bringing a port of a larger game to phone right now, and unfortunately I've lost it. But it's just crazy how many people are trying to do that right now with these like modern games. So it's neat. I hope people keep doing the push for it, because it does offer another platform for people to play on. Almost everyone has a cell phone, so
Yeah, exactly. And most people, like everyone, I guess, is like upgrading their phone every couple of years anyway. So if you have like a semi-newer phone, I mean, it has graphic options, so you can change it up if your phone might not run it. Mine runs it on the highest graphics, which is nice. Although I kind of feel like I'm disadvantaged because I need to check, but I think on the lower settings, people are seeing me easier because there's some people who are spotting me in bushes that I feel like I shouldn't be seen. This is also a problem on the PC version as well. That's why I turn it down when I play it on PC, because people can like not have the foliage on and just see you crawling across a fucking hill. So I don't want to be disadvantaged because I want the game to be pretty. So I should probably look into that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say on that?
No.
Let us know in the comments. What do you think about PUBG Mobile? What do you think about Fortnite Mobile, if that's what it's called? What do you think about games of this caliber moving over to phone? Have you tried it? What do you think of it? Are you not interested in it? Let me know what you're thinking all around on PUBG and mobile games. Second bit news.
So Epic Games, known for the Unreal Engine, and I'm sure a game you guys have all heard of, and we just kind of talked about Fortnite. We covered in the past a story about them dropping another game they made called Paragon. Go back and check that out if you want to know more about that. But they decided recently that they're going to release a full array of the assets to Paragon for free to people who develop for Unreal Engine 4. They're available in the marketplace for the Unreal Engine, and it's estimated to be about $12 million worth of assets. They also stated that they will have more coming in the future. What do we think about a company of this size giving away such a sizable amount of assets for free for people to use?
I think it's also worth mentioning real fast. Also, these AAA quality assets are character skins, animations, visual effects, and dialogue, and environmental assets. So this is pretty much what we're looking at. People are gonna have access to. I think it's amazing, honestly. There have been games before that shut down that they released certain parts of it, like server assets, stuff like that. But for them to release everything, first off, if they're getting rid of it, or if they're gonna be done with the game, it's awesome to see that all that hard work isn't going to just be wasted. It's wasted financially, but in a way, I almost feel like that $12 million has strengthened what Unreal Engine is. It's just more stuff to the complete package if you are a developer with Unreal. I don't know. It's like I said, it's kind of amazing that they would just give away $12 million worth of stuff. That really shows also how well Fortnite's doing.
Oh yeah.
If they're like $12 million, what are we gonna do with this? Well, just give it back. And let people use it. They also said in the article too that they are hoping that people who are just getting into developing on Unreal will be able to look at these assets and kind of dissect them to learn pretty much how to work with this, which I think is really cool too. One thing I would like to see done with these assets is I know they are working on an Unreal tournament right now. They've been working on it for a while. You can play it right now actually, but it's in early development. I played once in really early development when the levels look like shit. But I'd really like to see a lot of these characters make it in there.
No, that'd be cool.
Because I think a lot of the characters already look like Unreal characters. Makes complete sense. Same guys, design these people, and I'd love to see them at the very least be playable characters in Unreal Tournament.
Yeah,
and maybe even have some of these characters. Some of them are kind of ridiculous, but maybe even down the road, fucking somebody can make like a game with storyline that has these characters featured in it. So there's it sucks the Paragon's gone and going, but at least in some way it lives on. So
yeah, I think also it's a good move for them in a way, just because if the more people they can get developing games using their engine, and for those of you who don't know, Unreal Engine 4 is completely free. You only have to pay if you start selling games, and you have to sell a certain amount before they'll even care about taking money from you. Yeah. And then you'll owe them royalties. So in this case, they're giving you some tools to, at the very least, examine and like you said, learn from, and it could spawn future projects down the road that would net them royalties. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of an investment on their part as well, which I think is a smart move. Plus, like you said as well, the assets, that was time and money spent, and they're not going to waste. They're not just being, vaulted up somewhere. So overall, cool move. These guys, they've been in the game a long time. They really didn't have to do this. They make enough money off their engine alone. Look how many games are made on Unreal that you play at home all the time. I mean, AAA games use this engine. So, props to them. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like I said, it's with it going away, that really sucks, but I am really happy to see that they found something to do. I would have liked to see them sell Paragon to somebody who's reputable and wouldn't just fuck it over. But in this sense, I almost feel like somebody could make or work on Paragon after this. If they have all the assets, yeah. Mm-hmm. So if there was ever a clamoring or like a base of people who want to take on that project, possibly we could see new life with Paragon in the future.
Yeah.
But time will tell. Anything else you want to say on that? Let us know in the comments. What do you think about, first off, Paragon going away? Did you play it? What did you think of it? Were you not interested in it? What do you think about MOBAs? Secondly, though, what do you think, and of course, what do you think about a company giving away $12 million of their assets that they worked on? And what do you think people potentially could work on with this kind of stuff? What kind of stuff could you foresee them making or learning from it? Because it's a really open-ended end to Paragon. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So let us know what you're thinking about Paragon and its assets. We're kind of cruising through this episode. So we're already on our third bit of news, and that is we have talked about multiple times now. Atari box, which was kickstarted, has been in development and will be being allowed to be pre-ordered by everyone here really soon. But at the beginning of GDC, they came out and they said that they've actually changed the name of the Atari box. It is now the Atari VCS, and they showed off the controller. Both controllers. I'll have a picture up here for you guys to see. You essentially have something that kind of looks like an Xbox controller, and you have something that kind of takes after the original joystick controller of the original Atari. Now, of course, the Atari's console itself, or the console itself, takes after the older 2600 in visual, has custom AMD processor, and it's going to be able to play classic games, and it also says it's going to be able to play modern games. Not a whole lot else was said about it, except for they are taking their time. They wanted to release it last year, but they don't want to rush it, and there was a key element missing that they're still working on. And it is speculated that it will be $250 to $300. What do we think about the new name? What do we think about the controllers and the overall Atari VCS?
So I think the name is an improvement. The Atari box is definitely kind of lazy.
Ooh-yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it sounds like a console name, which is great. I think the controllers actually look really nice.
Yeah, so do I.
I wasn't expecting them to look that modern, so that's really cool.
Me neither. Even the fucking the old school joystick looks modern. Yeah,
I especially like the one, and you guys will see it, but the round red circles really pop on those controllers, which is really attractive.
Kind of Tron looking.
Yeah, I like it a lot. As far as like what it's gonna do, I mean, obviously we gotta wait and see. I'm gonna be skeptical until I know exactly what this thing is and what it does. And the price point is about right for a console. I would be really blown away if it was less than this. I'd be like worried about what the hell it is. Like, it would just be like a cheap endeavor almost. It would feel like.
Yeah.
But any more than this as well, they're selling a name almost. It feels like and trying to make a buck. So I think the price point is right in the right bracket.
Yeah, I agree. Perfect area.
But time will tell.
Yeah. I'm a little more optimistic on it than you are, but you're also being very fair about it. We've talked about this multiple times, and I feel like I have been pretty optimistic about it, but at the same time, I do have some reservations because we don't know what this thing's going to do. But like I've said before, I am completely open to the idea of a new console. I don't know if this thing will be able to compete or not, but it sounds like they want to. Now that they're showing the controllers, it's more promising to me. I think the controllers look good. They look like they're ready to play modern games with other, consoles. The biggest thing for me on this thing is I need to know what we're going to be playing and what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
If it comes down and has kind of shitty graphics and only has certain games or whatever, and it has nothing that's going to exclusively want me to buy this thing, I don't think it's going to work at all. It's a tall order what these guys have to do, but overall, I think it looks neat. I think it looks cool. And I also do agree. I think Atari VCS sounds a lot better than Atari Box. Atari Box always sounded cheap to me. It sounded like one of those fucking things you find at Target, and it's like $30 and it has like 500 fucking games on it. You plug it in. Yeah. It's just a fucking SD card essentially inside of a plastic box that looks like something. It always reminded me of that. It seemed like a gimmick, and it having a name like VCS kind of gives it more weight as something of like, oh, I'm gonna play the VCS, I'm gonna play the Xbox, I'm on PS4, Switch. It kind of gives its own credibility, which I kind of like. So I mean, overall, it's cool to see this thing is progressing and getting bigger. It seems like it's becoming more than what we originally heard about. I'm really, really, really interested in seeing what this thing can do, because that's going to be the selling point for me. So far, everything about it seems really cool to me. I just need to know, why am I buying one of these? I already got kind of fucking fucked over with the Wii U. I liked the console, but they really didn't, support it as well as they could have. I know a lot of people feel that way about like the Vita and stuff like that too. So you got to be kind of careful buying new consoles, and because you don't know what their intentions are. You don't know what we're going to be getting once we get these things.
Well, and the hard part here too is like, and I'll even use modern, consoles that we own now as an example. You need exclusives to make people want to use and buy your stuff. I mean, as of recording this, I'm finally turning my Xbox on. So
Sea of Thieves is out, by the way.
Yeah. So I mean, it took a while. I played some Halo 5. I never beat it, but I played a little bit of that.
We should play it sometime.
We should.
It's fun.
Forza Horizon 3, another like fun game. But after that, I just like everyone I know plays on PlayStation or PC. Why would I buy a game on Xbox? So,
especially a game that you can get on PS4.
That you can get on everything. Yeah. And so the exclusive really matter. It really pushes people to want to buy that stuff. And the reason I'm turning on my Xbox now is because Sea of Thieves. I could play it on PC, but like it gives me a reason to use my Xbox, and so I'm playing it on there. So that's what I would like to see from this. So. Definitely.
Yeah, they need something. They need something to kind of make this thing pop and just go like, okay, that's what I'm buying it for. Because I want to buy it for the hardware, but I have a habit of just buying things because I think they look cool.
I bought an Ouya, so
yeah, exactly. And I don't want this to just be another Ouya. If it plays a bunch of stuff and has some like PC accessibility, plays like indie games from PC, that'd be cool. But a lot of things do that nowadays. It's becoming harder and harder to be an individual. I mean, it's harder even for like Xbox to be an individual nowadays. So I mean, like, you got to really carve your own part of the pie out, and hopefully they can do that. Because
go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm done.
I was just gonna say, isn't there a rumor that this could also work as a Steam box as well, though?
Yeah, no. He said the influence was he saw a lot of kids bringing over like laptops or whatever to their friend's house and like plug it into a TV because they wanted to play Minecraft on a TV, and everything has Minecraft now. But that was kind of the influence. He wanted something that was PC friendly on a TV like a console. And even though Steam boxes try to get in that market, I don't think they caught on.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody that has a Steam box. So yeah, I think he's trying to marry that name of Atari and that feel of controllers and consoles with essentially what Steambox is trying to achieve.
I think if it's a console that has its own games and its own ecosystem or whatever on top of maybe being able to also be a Steambox, I think would be a huge selling point for it as well, because it would give it some flexibility in the market. So,
anything else?
No.
All right, let us know in the comments. What do you think about the Atari VCS? What do you think about the name? What do you think about the controllers? What do you think about the viability of it being a new console in a time that seems almost like it's hard to get into that area? And do you think they're gonna? Do you think they're gonna have exclusives? What do you think the overall plan for this thing is? And are you interested in it, or are you not? Let me know why or why not. I think that's going to do it for this episode of Taste Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out the streams on Twitch, Tasty Senpai, all one word. I've been streaming a lot more lately, so make sure to go there, hit the notification button so you do get notified when I'm live, and join the Discord because I will be telling people when I go live there as well. And like I said before, join the conversation there. The conversation continues after the show. But yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
Until next episode, which should be this Friday for Tastecast, episode 57, I think. We're fucking getting up there. Till then, have a great week, guys, and take it easy.